you know, like I said, to go from Cold Street to where I went is super difficult. But in the end, it was still who I knew because somehow my letter got on the desk of the general manager. So at the time, the GM was Bruce Allen. And he's the president of the Washington Redskins now, I believe. But at the time, he was the general manager of the Oakland Raiders. And I wrote a letter and I sent it to Al Davis, to Bruce Allen, to John Gruden. Like literally, that's how crazy I was. Yeah. But I was like, I don't even care. Like, and this is a tip for anybody out there. Who cares? Right. If they don't respond, that's the worst that can happen. But what if it ends up on the desk of the GM? You know what I mean? And fate and destiny intervenes. And I still remember the day I got an email from Bruce Allen. And I'm sitting there on AOL, right? And I was expecting like a sticker, like thank you for being from the secretary, right. Like thanks for being a fan, right? And I get this email and it says Bruce Allen, and it's like thank you for your love and passion in the Oakland Raiders. Our personnel staff is reviewing some of your suggestions. I was like, what? I was like, I'm 18 years old. I get my information from ESPN.com. Right. And I was like, and it's like, we feel that 11 draft picks, I still remember it like verbatim, and free agency will help us get better. But you know what hit me instantly? I was like, I have Bruce Allen's email.
There you go.
I was like, like literally, I would come home every single day. I would spend hours trying to make the most intelligent sounding email I could from my resources, which was newspaper at the time and ESPN.com. And I would write him sometimes 6-7 emails a day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like, I don't think he knew that what was going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he expected this crazy kid to be just not harassing, but like just being super persistent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And successful people, they know certain qualities someone needs to have for them to give them their time. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that persistency, he was either shocked or impressed or both. But like, and you heard the story, but I'll just say it again. From those emails, and he was like corresponding with me. It wasn't like a paragraph, but it'd be like, yes, no, we got somebody today. Like, he was communicating with me, right? And after about, I'd say 2 months of me harassing him, Bruce, if you hear this, how's it going? Hey, I still want to get back in the NFL. Now I have the time. So if you want to give me a little gig, I'll take an unpaid internship with the Redskins and I'll bring all my friends with me. Anyways, just kidding. Not really. But he called my house. And I remember I was bringing in the groceries from Costco with my parents. And then my sister answers the phone, and I'm 18, so he was 40. He was my age at the time. He was 41.
Wow. Actually,
he was younger than me. And my sister's like, there's some old dude on the phone for you. You know how young kids are. 40's old. Yeah, right. And then I'm like, hello? He's like, Isaac? I'm like, yes. He's like, Isaac Estrada? I'm like, yes. He's like, this is Bruce Allen. I'm like, hi. You know what I mean? And anyways, he's like, you know what? I want to know what you're all about. He's like, can you come down to training camp and interview with me? And I was like, well, hold on. Let me check my calendar. Taking it out of the cellophane. Just kidding, right? No, but anyways, that's how it happened. Like, that is a true story. You know what I mean? But it was because of persistency, belief, like hard work, like passion, like drive. So I want to share this with everybody just to know, like, hey, okay, it might not be that probable, but everything is possible, right? Yeah. But in the end, it is, like Jessica said, it is really, in that industry, it's really who you know. Because when I got in there, everybody had an uncle, a cousin, a brother, a friend who worked there already. But here's the funny thing. My guy was the GM.
Yep.
So he's technically the guy that got me in. And that's like the second highest guy next to the owner, right? So even though I was like this guy who didn't know anybody, and it was kind of a weird experience, right? Because everybody else knew somebody there. They all kind of like, they were really like, they didn't really have fear of losing their opportunity. It was there for them if they wanted it, right? Mm-hmm. I just wanted it so bad, and I was scared to lose it. You know what I mean? Because I knew how much work I put in to get it. And it literally took me about a year of just harassing them to get it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I just want to share that with people, and just let them know that, hey, follow your dreams, man. Like, and it might take some time. It might take some work. It might seem like it's not going to happen. And it seemed like it wasn't going to happen all the way to the end. Like, right. Even when I got the final call. So I got the final call. I would say I got the final call. I started messaging Bruce in January. I think I got the final call in July or August from Mark Ortega, who at the time was the administrative assistant to head coach John Gruden. And I remember he called me, and I had been emailing him for 3 months with no response, like zero response. Imagine that. Like, how persistent could somebody be, not hearing anything, but still, just keep going, right? Calling, emailing. And I get the phone call, and it's always like this, by the way. I don't know if it was with the Raiders, so any of you guys getting in sports, this is how the call goes. Isaac? Yes. Isaac Estrada? Yes. This is Mark Ortega. Hi. You know what I mean? He said, you know what? I just want to apologize for not getting back to you sooner. I literally shuffled through hundreds and thousands of applications.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, I didn't get it. He's gonna let me down softly, right? He's like, I got people with master's degrees. He's like, I got former NFL players. He's like, it's a tough decision because we only have 7 spots to fill. So I was like, all right, well, it was a good try, right? He's like, but you know what? He's like, you've been the most persistent applicant I've ever had, and I've been here for 12 years. Oh, he's like, and I can hear the passion in your voice. He's like, so I'm going to give you a shot. He said, show up to camp July 17th. So July 17th, 1999, probably about a year or a little less than a year after I sent that 3-page letter ripping the team, I got my first internship with the Oakland Raiders at like 18 years old. So, nice. Or 19 years old. So anyways, I share that with you. I know you heard it again. I want to share with everybody else who hasn't seen the first clip, just because it just makes me happy to see young people like yourself and like Jessica who are pursuing it. And if I could just share that experience and give you maybe some hope, maybe some excitement, maybe a little bit of input and help you get there, then that's an awesome thing.